and welcome to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and it's not just any day in the arena, my friends. Today is the release event for Core Set 2020, M20, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. They gave me access a day earlier than most folks. A lot of other streamers and pro players have access today, and we'll be playing against them. So you never know who we might encounter in the arena. Maybe your other favorite YouTubers and Twitch personalities. And yeah, for 24 hours, we get to play with all the Core 2020 cards. Our account has basically everything unlocked. You can see it has 200,000 gems. I only get this for one day. Then I can't play it anymore. So we have to make the most of it. I've got a handful of decks put together. I'll show those right over here. There we go. And we're just going to go play a few games. Not a lot of fancy editing or anything of that nature. Just going to get out and do some damage. So, without looking at the decks too much, without worrying about deck lists, I know you're going to be like, deck list, I want deck list. I haven't even tried these. Like, you can find them in my AetherHub deck builder account. Go to, I believe it's like aetherhub.com/covertgoblue or something like that, or go to AetherHub and search for it. But yeah, if you want the decks, they're not even tuned. We'll be doing videos over the next month, releasing all the decks from M20 that I think you'll really enjoy. So, without further ado, let's go play some games. Hold on. This is all wrong. My setup's all goof. What's this? I'm tempted to refresh, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, somebody else's account, different gold. We can do a bot match? Hype. Let's take the elementals out for a spin first and foremost. I want to do Risen Reef nonsense. I want Omnath. Some Cavalier of Thorns. Who's in here? Surely there's another magician signing on as early as I am with their decks already pre-built and ready to go. Surely there's somebody else, and it is. It's Show, mythic competitor, #1 ladderer, superstar of the game, and he played this. So he played a version of this Command the Dreadhorde deck at the recent Mythic Championships. So he's gonna know all about what I'm up to. What's he up to? Wait, what's this? What's going on here? Vampires. You brought the vampires to the game already. Well, I'm on a slow draw. That ain't good. That's not good. So Omnath gets cast off cards like Unclaimed Territory. I almost said Unclaimed Paradise, but that ain't it. Let's Risen the Reef. This is a new card. Whenever a Risen Reef or another elemental enters the battlefield under my control, look at the top card of your library, land onto the battlefield, anything else into hand. Is it just me or is this thing being laggy? Graphics. I've got them on low. Maybe it's the early server jitters. Take action. Enter tapped. All right, there, we got something over there. We did a thing. That's all I got to say about that. We did a thing. It happened. Then I'm probably trying to Tameo into a Wild Growth Walker so I can play it with my Jade Light Ranger and have nice big blockers for these nasty, nasty vampires. Of course, finding a red source for Omnath would be the sauce. So I could block here and make the opponent pay for life. Or I could just trade this off and prevent a lot of future damage. I think that that's a little bit better. Trying to keep the Risen Reef in hope of getting more triggers doesn't make a lot of sense to me at this point. Here's Sorin. Let's see what Sorin does. It must be a minus. If Saurus were going to plus in either direction, it would have come out first combat, and we have an Oathsworn Vampire. Okay. Well, I guess we'll play you now. Omnath. 1 damage to any target. I guess Sorin's going down. When Omnath, Locus of Royal, enters the battlefield, it deals damage to any target equal to the number of elementals you control. I control 1. Look at him. He's like a really hyped little blob, isn't he? All right, there's a Temple of Silence, the new Scryland. Look at the top. You can put it on the top or the bottom. We can block here if we wish, and just keep piling these into the graveyard and preserve our life total in case we draw Command the Dreadhorde, which I like. We have another one, by God. More Oathsworns. All right, there's a Paradise Druid. Let's resolve the Paradise Druid, and then we'll Omnath the Adanto again, and just keep picking on this Adanto Vanguard. Pay more life? Would you like to pay more life? Yes, you would. It's just that little hand. He's just slapping him. Just giving him a whack. Uh-oh. That'll get you your life total back up. Well, good for you, dude. Vengeance and blood, you say? But if it's just you, I'm probably taking that hit. Considering the Oathsworns, but you can't replay them this turn. This says whenever you gained life, you can cast it from the graveyard. But let's take the damage this time. Man, is it just me or is the client a little bit slow? Hopefully he'll get over that. Everything's a bit clunky. All right, Tamiyo, what do we want? Wild Growth Walker, I suppose? Or Command the Dreadhorde. But, yeah, we gotta fill this graveyard.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
We've got a lot of neat cards, like Cavalier of Thorns is in here. Command the Dreadhorde, of course, is pretty good. Risen Reef is okay. But, yeah, let's go in for the... What's the card we would definitely play this turn if we drew it? We could go in for Risen Reef, but we're probably going to play a Jade Light Ranger anyway. So let's go for a Cavalier of Thorns, right? Because then we can play that next turn. It's a pretty big boy. Oh, we hit a Command the Dreadhorde. So let's go for a Jade Light. We don't have the life. We're very low on the life. There's a Wild Growth Walker. That will help us with the life. And there's a land. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 counter if I control 8 or more lands and draw a card. I forgot about that. I'm being totally honest with you. Let me see this again. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target elemental. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. Oh, okay. So it keeps growing with land, and then other lands are card draws. I mean... We're going to take out the Oathsworns, right? Take 4, go to 5, play these. Seems good. Opponent's keeping their life total nice and high. I totally forgot about the rest of the text on this card. I only focused on the enters the battlefield, do damage part. Whenever a land enters the battlefield, +1/+1 counter on an elemental. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. And we control 7. Hype. All right, so we can get back Command the Dreadhorde here. It is an option. We only have 5 life, though, which doesn't make it a very good one. So let's see about increasing that life total as quickly as we can. And let's also try to explore our way into lands. Graveyard. There's a land. And if we play that and we name Elemental, it can cast the Omnaths. Target Elemental you control, I can buff this or I can buff that. I think this one's going to get buff enough on its own, so let's do the Omnath thing. Ooh, bonus. So I can play this to deal 3 damage to a target. I guess I could take out the Sky Marcher, but I could also use Tamiyo here to get back a Jade Light Ranger. Pretty tough call. How are the blocks if I attack with this? Okay. Let's see what the opponent does. I'm sure that they want to defend their Sorin. Okay, we get a double block. Sweet. Maybe we get a double block. Looking at the Tamiyo, we can just get it back, which I think implies that the opponent shouldn't double block. Nav? Oh, okay. They want to keep the flyer intact, maybe. I mean, Show didn't become one of the best in the game without being a little bit thoughtful, my friends. All right, I like that we got the flyer, I really do. All right. Let's go ahead and tag out the Legion Lieutenant. Just get that off the board. And let's plus here. Let's look again for Cavalier of Thorns. Seems like a good hit at this point.
I think you will find my notes helpful.
And we got one! Yeah. So, Cavalier of Thorns. When it enters the battlefield, reveal your top 5, put a land onto the battlefield. Works well with the Omnath. And when it dies, you may exile it to return a card from your graveyard to the top of the library. And it's an elemental. Elementals versus vampires. Is this the future of the game? Let's see if the opponent has any way to pump up their Wild Growth Walker. They have a lot of life. They get back the Oathsworn vampires. He gets back the Oathsworn vampires. Sometimes I get used to the non-gendered pronouns, and then I remember, oh, I know who I'm playing against. I can use them. It's okay. No one will hate me this time. I think. Risen Reef. Oh, that's good. Okay. So we play this first so that we get massive amounts of triggers. We could also get back Command the Dreadhorde and do that. I'm trying to build up 1,000,000 life first. Yeah, like Jade Light Ranger here. Although, man, I really want to play the Cavalier. We can play another Jade Light later. I just want to play these new cards. I want to build this graveyard to the max. All right. So, Cavalier Thorns, top 5, pick a land. The only land. Oh, you saw another card there too, and it just went to the graveyard. And then target elemental you control gets a counter. I choose, I guess, you, because otherwise your body's very irrelevant. We draw our Cavalier Thorns, we can decline the reveal, and then we can play you, and we have 3 mana still. All right, pay 2 life. Pump it up. Another Wild Growth Walker. Oh, we are cooking now, baby. Another Tamiyo. Graveyard. And we'll plus here. We'll name Command, I guess.
To the library.
To the library. And I suppose we can throw some violence upon the... Let's see. Do we want to do that? Because then we still have block or block, block. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, I guess not. You can have Sorin. No attacks. No attacks. Let's keep our life total nice and high so we can do nonsense next turn. Epic nonsense. Yeah, if the opponent wants to attack into this, there's nothing but death waiting for them. Danto keeps coming. Go ahead and take on my Cavalier of Thorns. You'd love to die. Put a Command the Dreadhorde on top of my deck. It would be glorious. Sky Marcher Aspirant. Land off the top. Alright. Give me the command. We have 15 life to play with.
The storied path.
Let's get the absolute craziest cards we can get for 15 life. Another elemental enters the battlefield. Do the thing. All right. your graveyard. Sorry, I don't want your Sorin. I can do better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13. We have to gain a whole bunch of life back, so then we can do it again. Yeah, I guess that will do for right now. Triggers! Triggers! And we have the double triggering with the Yarick. So, hype. Boom. This is gonna be insane. This is going to be absolutely crazy. We'll just start keeping on top rather than debating them all. Because we get to draw them, as you see there. The cards that we leave on top, that is. This is fine. This is fine. And remember, we're getting extra triggers each time because of the... I know I pointed out, but there are bonus triggers with every instance because of Yarick. Holy crap. It doesn't matter. Just throw it on something here. There we go. You're fine. Triggers. Triggers. Down to 10 cards in deck. That's a little scurry. This is absolutely wild. I may end up decking myself. Yeah, we don't want to... We really could deck ourselves. I have to really watch it here. This is hype. Although I can kill with Omnath triggers next turn. I guess... Wait. What? I think we just really won the game right there. We hit 16. Oh my gosh. That's a sex number. I've never won so hard in my life. Where's my screenshot button? This must be immortalized. Did it. That, if that's not a Twitter moment, I don't know what is. Sure. We'll block. So next turn, I want to use Command the Dreadhorde to get back all the Omnaths. And just go face with them and see how much damage that is. And there's the scoop. Oh, it took me off 69. No! 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 Oh, I have to go talk trash to his stream. Forgive me. Normally I would edit this out. It must be done. Oh my goodness.
I was covered with GG. I was thinking about that too. I wanted to end it like that. Vampire Mirror or Crookies. My boy Crookies.
All right, I had to go talk to him. He says he was even trying to take me off the 69 life. It hurts. It hurts. All right, let's go play this rotting aggro deck. See how this goes. You guys, you YouTube fans, you seemed really receptive. Like, you seemed to enjoy the kind of around the world deck style when I was chasing Mythic. So we're going to do a little bit of around the world, just play a deck and move on. And it looks like I'm battling Merchy Boy for the internet. And this hand's no good. And this hand's no good. But as you see, the London Mulligan is here. I guess I'm keeping 5. So this goes to the bottom, and I guess I keep you. and hope to draw an extra land for the Null Hide. This is tough. I guess I'll go like this. Let's light them up. The internet is on the line, my friends. How about a rotting Regisaur off the top? Can I get that lucky? Everybody with their vampires. All right, we'll go strong. Sure. It's playable. It gets me card advantage. Potentially gets me back in the game. That's what we're going for, right? So this deck, why do I have my alerts on? Turn that stuff off. This is YouTube. Why do I have my alerts going? All right, there. I shut that down. Sorry. I hope it didn't ruin your Magic experience. A pair of vicious conquistadors, huh? No! No! Not okay. All right. It's okay. I kept a playable on top. Got kind of lucky in that regard, I think. Here we go. So this deck is a beatdown deck, a black-green beatdown deck. You didn't see the key card in 3 freaking mulligans, but Rotting, it's made to play the Rotting 7/6 critter. Okay, you're gonna Spectacle me? Nom? You got Spawn of Mayhem? What are you doing? Suicidal Vicious Conquistador there, and yep. The Spawn. Land! Hype! Big boy. It's big boy time. Go ahead, Spawn. Attack me. If you dare. Big beef. Mono black. I know that this deck was something he put up, so it's one he's been thinking about. I threw this together in 5 minutes. But let's see who wins. A flying demon with a whole bunch of text that is mythic, or one other mythic beefy BC boy. Guts. He's dropping guts. All right. That's a draw. Let's see what happens when we swing. So it's a hard one to cast, unfortunately, because of Null Hide. But it's there. And that's the glory. It's there. But yeah, now we try to race. Maybe it works out. Probably not. Not against Spawn of Mayhem. I think that's just a pretty bad situation to be in. And you gotta remember the mold of 5. We're down a lot of cards. A lot of material here. Alright, we got a chump. So I could pay up and cast the Find, but I think that giving the opponent the opportunity to use some kind of a removal spell on the Ferox is probably bad. Although if they had a removal spell, I think we would have seen it. Still, finding an elf I don't think is going to swing the game. We are threatening lethal if he somehow doesn't leave enough creatures back. And he's feeling feisty. Down to 5. Spawn of Mayhem is a lethal thing next turn, so my turn? Okay. Yeah! We'll definitely play this after. There must be a removal spell. We're just gonna have to show off the Regisaur. But we let the internet down. Looks like Murchy Boy's gonna take this one if he has a way to kill us something. Here we go. No! Alright, we have to draw an Assassin's Trophy off the Midnight Reaper. We didn't do it. I guess a Wildgrowth Walker would have done it as well. But we'll at least show him that we do play with new cards. We'll at least put a new card on the table. Oh ho ho! One beefy boy deserves another. And that'll be the game. Just ugly mold of 5, unfortunately. Oh, I didn't even notice the pet was over there. I was too hyped. Too hyped for battle. Next up, Hydra Tribal. Yeah, we're going to the top rope on this one, my friends. This is going to be a math deck, as in we have to count how much mana we have, and that is the math. That's what's going on there. The ski VIP. Let's dance. So ski patrol, goblin ski patrol. That was a card once. This is fine. This is fine. It's a little slow, and we'll see how quickly the beats come for us. That is a Llanowar elf on turn 1. When you are on the draw, and your opponent has a Llanowar elf, your life is hard. It's just the way it is. Oh, I thought for a second they might have the Rotting Regisaur, which is what my deck was trying to do. The turn 2 7/6 was the plan. All right, they got this little window now to show us revealed cards. I don't know what I think of that. Fine, I guess. My druid is an incubation. It's going to die. My opponent's playing good old Golgari here. Just Llanowar Elf into Jade Light into Chupacabra on the play. Not much of a game to be had. How am I supposed to do my big mana things? Alright, we'll play you. We'll play you. This could have come down and fought the Llanowar Elf, but I think I can do better. Or I have to try to do better. At least that's how I feel. Not blocking. No, sir. More Chupa? More nerds. Temple of Mastery. Alright. So maybe... Oh, Mystery. Scries to bottom. Paradise Druid. Maybe our opponent's also doing Command the Dreadhorde nonsense. One way to find out. Nissa, come on down. Let's throw the harbor at you, I guess. I'm too concerned that whatever I animate might die in battle, so I don't want to animate forests. I want my forests to stay alive. Are we getting a double block? Ooh, I like it. But maybe that means that Command the Dreadhorde is coming. Opponent can attack down my Nissa, but we'll make another one. Okay, they spend their turn fighting the Nissa. I'm okay with this, because I have another. It would not be okay with it if I had not another. And yeah, this looks similar to the deck I just played. I don't see any red. But man, you are good at schmorking your hand onto the battlefield. Just blah, 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 blah. All right. Hydra. Nissa! Make a forest. This time we can attack first. One, two, three, four. Okay, they chump block. I find that really surprising. They must be planning to cast the Command the Dreadhorde. But we'll play another Incubation Druid. We're really close to dropping a Hydra. And then a Hydra. Doing stuff with Hydras. It's very fun, I think. I mean, 8 frickin' 7 vigilance. Not good against Ravenous Chupacabra, brought back by Command the Dreadhorde, to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see. It's all nonsense. Just try to enjoy the ride. Look at the shiny sleeves. Look at them. In the tank. What will happen? Okay. Everybody coming in? Probably. Not coming in? Sort of coming in? Alright, if you leave the elf back, I don't have to... Like, I can block the Risen Reef with the Incubation Druid and keep the Nissa alive. This says, whenever a creature you control becomes the target of a spell. Any spell. Nah, that doesn't count a Chupacabra, though. Dude is not sure about this Nissa. Like, what am I doing? I know what I'm doing to block. Dude is a head case about this turn. What you got? Must be pretty. Okay. That's a good card. Double triggers. 3/5, Death Touch, Lifelink. Yep, it's exactly what I was trying to do with my deck. Probably too much value for a Hydra Tribal. What's with these tryhards today? Alright, green. Let's go there. Let's go here. 6. Let's play out this Hydra. Rawr! Let's play this for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another one for 4. Because now our Hydra spells cost less. So we can go pay 5. And they're cheaper. And when we play this, we can fight a creature we don't control. Or we can double the counters. I think that the fighting's gotta be better. We can try to take our opponent off of casting Command the Dread Horde. Hiya! We could also kill this, but it just comes back if they command, so I don't like that. So let's play this for 4, using our 2 incubation druids and the extra mana from this guy. And let's fight our, let's see. I guess we can fight the Reef in case there's another elemental and we want to slow that down. But we don't want their stuff in the graveyard, really. Not really. Now where's Hydra Crisis when you need it? It's just looking at all my toys. Just getting ready to command the freaking Dread Horde. Maybe I should have just trampled up those Hydras. That way, if the opponent doesn't gain an epic ton of life, they die to the trample. That might have been an interesting choice. Might have been smarter than what I did. New cards, don't expect me to play perfect. I am not capable of it. I can't play perfect with established cards. But yeah, I feel like I definitely should have made this like a much, like a giant creature. And then try to trample over the Yarick. Alright, that's pretty good hits. And double triggers because of the Desecrated. That's hype. Oh no! Not, oh my god! It's all happening! I mean, we're doing it for the max. I'm not here to goof off. Or wait, actually we should leave some extra, right? Because we have the, hold on. We should leave some extra. Because we can cast more Hydras off of these. So yeah, let's leave the Druids. All right, 1, 2, this is 10 because of the Watcher, right? Boom shakalaka. And indeed, well, we hit a Hungering Hydra. I guess I wish I could have gone bigger than that. This has Vigilance. I can crash with it if the opponent blocks, whatever. Let's get some damage in. Yeah, I know, Cavalier of Thorns. Of course, the opponent could want it to die, but they don't have a command in the graveyard. I'm sure they have a command in the hand. I'm just so sure that they do. It's probably not a great attack. I'm just too hyped. I'm extra bonus hyped. Dude is playing it like it's the PT. Playing it like the Pro Tour. Oh, that's... I don't know about that block. I don't know about that block. But, okay, I guess they want all this stuff in their yard. But they've only got 13 life. Oh, I saw that this only costed 3. I thought I was going to play it again. I'm an idiot. So now I think that the best play is probably going to be not the Hungering Hydra. Probably pumping a Druid. Although, what am I doing with all the mana? Not much. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, should have done this first main. Let's just not. Let's just not. Let's just pump an incubation druid when we want to. So does the opponent have a wild growth walker? Not yet. If they don't have a wild growth walker, they might get a ton of triggers, but they don't gain life. They might shoot this down, but then they still have to deal with the trampler. Oh, they have a wild growth walker. All right, that's game. If they play some stuff fast enough, we'll play it out. Let them have their trigger fun. But yeah, so I saw that there was only a 3 casting cost. I forgot if my Vicious Walker died to the death touch, I couldn't play another one. Like I said, new cards. And I'm more of an, I just, yeah, you don't have to tell me about, I know that you will tell me about my punts in chat, but you don't have to. I'm not that concerned. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Although it's hard when Ski wants to play the... I guess you have to, right? It takes a long time to select all the things. Yep, take out the Hydroid Crassus. There you go. There you go. Okay. I guess there's double triggers, right? So it's fine. Da da da. If you thought the Explorer package was good before, look at it now. All right. We saw the triggers. We don't need to play more Magic. I bet that deck gets annoying. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. Hydra Tribal. A competent pilot could have probably been able to win. I think I needed to double up and make those Hydras big and tramply sooner, for sure. Be more aggressive. Be more aggressive. All right. Critter. Draw a land, play a Bloodlord, get a Maverin's Fane. Yeah, seems nice. Let's give it a shot. Do we lead with the Knight of the Ebon Legion, one of our new cards? I think so. Let's send a message. So this is a 1 black Vampire Knight 1/2 for 3 mana, +3/+3, gains Death Touch until end of turn. At the beginning of your end step, if a player lost 4 or more life this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on the Legion. All right, nice rip. Putting a ton of pressure on the opponent right away to get some blocks in, or else this will start gaining counters next turn thanks to Adanto Vanguard. Actually, we could have paid life right away to grow this. I wonder. Okay, some kind of elemental. This is a Thunderkin Awakener, 1 in a red haste. Whenever it attacks, choose an elemental in a graveyard with toughness less than the Awakener's toughness. Return the card to the battlefield tapped and attacking. Sacrifice it at the beginning of the next end step. Interesting. And getting hasty. So, nothing in the graveyard right now to take advantage of. Ooh, unfortunately we missed. Missed on the land drop. But let's drop a Legion's Landing. Let's drop another Knight of the Legion. Let's pay for life. And let's get in there. And hopefully, because we paid for life, yep, 2 triggers. So the reminder text on this is that damage causes loss of life, but you can also pay life. Something that the reminder text on the official wizard, on the actual paper card, didn't mention. And there's a scoop on turn. I guess we're missing a land. I guess the elemental deck just didn't get there. We have XP points. I'm not gonna solve what the hell is up with the mastery thing today. looks complicated to me, and I'm going to dive into it on my free-to-play account, so don't worry about that. Let's play one more with the vampires, as that was a steamrolling. Don't feel like we got to get Soren onto the battlefield, which is what I'm really trying to do. Crockies is here. So, yeah, Vampire, hopefully Mavfane Vampire Soren is what we're sort of looking at. Well, at least give it a try. Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah? You got one of those? You got one of those? I think it's better to lead with this, because if the board doesn't change too much, this attacking next turn gets in for 2, whereas this can get him for 1. Uh-oh. Well, opponent is already frickin' doing it. Being on the draw is sad, isn't it? But maybe the opponent will be too scared to attack with their lieutenant here. Being on the draw is the worst. Nice curve. My deck is trying to do that. Yeah! That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Yes. Doesn't have Death Touch, right? But I guess my blocks don't do anything. Come on, man. You had the nut draw. Just, it's like you got this. Just come on. This is elementary. Keep your lieutenant. Attack with this. You can do it. You can do it. Jeez. All right. We'll just show him what's up. I don't care if it's right. I just want to show him I also know how to build this deck. That's what really matters. Establishing dominance. Although this next Soren giving lifelink can be a way back in. We'll see. Uh-oh. So many options. What's it gonna be? So Soren can plus to sacrifice one of these to deal 3 damage. Like Soren can kill this Soren, for example. That's a play. Okay. Yeah. Ballers. What are we doing here? That's a lot of 1-drop vampires. Ooh, hear the heartbeat? Boom, 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 boom. What you doing? What you gonna target? What's the target? What's the target? Dang it, man! What's the target? He doesn't know. He had no idea what the target is. I mean, you could go face. I'm at 11. My life total is falling off a cliff. But Soren's the target. We got there. We found it. Curse your bloodline, dude. 5/5. So if we take this, the Knight of Ebon Legion pumps. I think we just block it though. It's so big. It's gotta go, right? So another idea is to block it with just a Conquistador and keep our 4/4 around, and then try to Tribune it or trade it in the future. Yeah, maybe that's just a lot better. I mean, this creature isn't that great of a creature. Of course, Conclave hitting the Tribunal next turn is pretty important too. Although, I don't think we're going to get back in the game no matter what we do. But going to 6 means like 2 shots from the Soren is game over, man. So, can't do that, I don't think. I think that would be a mistake. So let's try you. Send you over here. Or no, you over here? Opponent can just block, kill it. Yeah, it doesn't do me any good. If we send you over here, maybe we set up something where we can Conclave Tribunal away the lieutenants. If we take the lieutenant, then though we're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's not good. There's really nothing to be done because we went second, I would say. So we can't attack with that, so no attacks. What if we just take this, we block there, we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not quite necessarily dead, but basically dead. Yay for math. Gonna have to get used to this. Give me him. We'll try to be the one with the anthems left at the end of the day. May not work. May not work. But settle in. No edits today. No cutting to save you from the excruciating waits that we sit through waiting for the opponent who we know has an advantage, and, you know, we are all tapped out. It's like, whatever happens, happens. It's their priority. It's whatever they want to pull off here. And the solution is all going face. Block the biggie. Down to 8. Can you kill me? The opponent did not tap any mana to pump their knight. Okay. Pick on the Legion. Sure. Got him. You got something else? Checking out that graveyard. Dude wants to win. It's a competitor. Woo! That is a thing you can do. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Soaring off the top for lethal. Soaring off the top for lethal. He's at 2. A Sorin can go face. This Sorin can go face. This one can get the opponent to 1. Come on now, one time. Knock the top of the deck. So close. So close. What does this do? Death Touch. Not a way to get Ninja, like, to sneak in there. So, I still think I should try, though. Let's see, I've got 2 blocks. Probably can't win, but the opponent might kill themselves. They've shown that they have the ability to do it. Command the Dreadhorde in this deck. Yeah, because you need to go over the top when you're already, like, drawing a million vampire cards and slamming. There you go. They'll never know how close they were to pure doom. No blocks. Let's end this. It's too stupid. If we had gone first, I think we win that game. But just get used to that. Just get used to that in the vampire fight. And at least, hey, you got to see what vampires are capable of. Some pretty busted stuff. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching this video. If you want to come see more of my adventures with the M20 God account for one day, sponsored by Wizards of the Coast, you can stop by the Twitch stream. Link is in every single description. And thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.